What is up, App Nation? It is Steve P. Young, founder of appmasters.com, the place you go when you want action-packed content related to helping grow your app downloads. And more importantly, I say it every time, those revenues. And today we had a little bit of an emergency change. So the guest that was supposed to be on, not going to be on. We'll get them scheduled for the future. So you just get me. You're in luck. All right. So I'm super excited, and I'm going to break it down some of the strategies that I've been thinking about. And we're going to try to stay to that theme of breakout success and breakout growth without having a brand. That's what this stream was supposed to be all about. But I'm going to show you some of the things that we've seen on our end and some of the things that we've been testing as well. I want to say hi to a few people. What's up, Grow? Ricardo. And then Hasselhoff. Noah, what's happening, brother? And then we've got Joasis too. So maybe there'll be more hopping on. If you're there, say hi. All right. I didn't get to do my usual tweeting and all that stuff before the live stream, but I'm super excited to have you guys on. So if you guys got any questions for me, leave them in the comments. I want to really make this an intimate thing where, you ask me anything and everything you want. We'll still have our audits as well. Cool. Fernando's here. Good. All right. See, there are people here. Fernando, I think we're getting to your app. I think it's your app, huh, Fernando? If I'm not mistaken. And then Haas, do I have a course? Yes, I do have a course. I'm rebranding it a little bit, but it's App Masters Academy, and we're adding new content into it. And so just wait for me for a couple of days. I would say you can buy it right now if you want the lifetime offer. You're going to get the best price, but we're going to change it so that I can be more available to you guys as well and show more interesting stuff that I probably won't be sharing publicly. All right. And then Cassius game. There you guys are. All right. Android development. Not of Android development. So I don't have a course about how do you make apps. Cool. All right. So one of the biggest things that we just actually discovered yesterday was all about Google Play as ASO. So let me rephrase this. One of the most recent discoveries that I just figured out was Google Play ASO and how branded terms, we have a couple of different clients who have a really big brand, are now suffering because Google changed the layout of their search listings. So let me show you my screen real quick and I'll get into some of this. All right. Put this together really fast for you guys because we had some change in plans. Hey, it happens, man. It's life. Okay. Man, I can't get rid of this stupid logo up here. Let's try to match it. There, close enough. So here it is. Here's what the most recent change. So you're getting up-to-date info. And literally, I just pulled all the screenshots yesterday because I figured out this with a big client of ours who has a pretty decent sized brand. And we noticed that branded downloads were down. Google Play search downloads were down. And when you look at the search terms, it's actually the branded terms that were down. And here's the reason why. This is why I believe, I should say. So here's October 22. Now, I take a lot of screenshots on my phone, and this was the latest I could possibly find on how the Google Play search listings used to look. So when I put weather, you can see that there's ads right here, and then these are the organic rankings, right? All right. Now here's what happened in May. When I search meditation, we got a bigger ad right here, and then we have the organic listings. So maybe Google is testing out some of the UI UX changes, and maybe it's just a test because this is brand new. Okay. We just noticed this in like late May that these downloads declined. Okay. And if you guys want dates, like May 21st or May 23rd range. But Google started changing this. So I was like, okay, well, that's not bad, right? This is sort of like Apple-ish where there's just one main ad at the very top. And so a lot of people are complaining. I mean, it's just one player. Whereas before, you had two ads and they didn't look like real ads. They just look like part of the search results, right? So, all right, no big deal. But what happens when you search calm? Actually here, this is just the difference. The TF was not worth it, right? So when you search, this was just a difference between it. You had two ads here, and then you have one big ad. All right. Here's the drum roll, please. What happens when you search calm? All right, here we go. So guess what happens? This is now the search result. Now, I don't know about you. Now, we'd love to know where your eyes go, but where do your eyes go? But those in the comments, you know, tell me the app that the icon or the app that your eye, when you first saw this, immediately saw. Put in the comments below. I'll wait a couple of seconds, but I would love to know that real. Okay, that's enough time. There's a little bit of delay on the comments, but I'll wait for you. So my eyes immediately actually went down here. So headspace, I was just like, they're big in your face, they're right in the center, and they're beautiful icons. This is where my eye went, right? Not up here. Yeah, good. Mike is like orange dot. Exactly. Right. And so if you think about it, Calm is now losing traffic to Headspace, the ad right here, because that's where my eye went. Right. So what am I trying to say? Like anecdotally, without any data, this is what I feel, right? But when we looked at the data, when I looked at multiple clients, and I had to pick apps, the brands that we work with that actually had a brand, that were getting a lot of downloads from their branded term. And when I looked at the Google Play downloads, and I have all the screenshots, but I won't share them publicly, but you notice that the branded search volume installs went absolutely down. Whereas for one of our clients, we actually saw an increase in the branded for his competitors in downloads too. So Google, you're messing everything up. Like we worked hard, not me, but Calm worked hard to build this brand. And yet now when people actually search for Calm, I'm getting less downloads because you just changed your UI. I personally think that's effed up, right? So this is a big change. And it's just something where I think what Google might be trying to push you towards is really, I mean, it's funny because like meditation, right? When we search for meditation, then this is brand new search, Calm is ad right here, right? They're going aggressive. But when you search for Calm, Google's not showing their ad and they're showing their competitors, and their competitors are actually winning. Now, Google's winning, frankly, right? Because they're making money off of Calm right here. And then they're making money off the Calm's competitors right here. Because with Google ads, you have to pay cost per tap, right? So frankly, this UI change sucks us app developers, and we've seen our the companies that we work with brands and brand search volume, that downloads have declined. So whereas the other ones, the other keywords are just like normal, right? But the branded ones are down. So really sucks in that regard. Thanks for tuning in, Mike. All right, cool. Do you guys have any questions in terms of content? Otherwise, I can get into some of the most popular questions that I get asked. So let me know if you got some interesting things that you want to do. This is why I like having a guest on, because I don't have to, carry the show and talk, and I can take breaks, and you can see me off camera, but now I got to be on camera the whole time, which I don't mind. I don't mind. All right. What's up, Samuel? You're late, brother. Adrian, how's it going, man? My thoughts out to you. Do, 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 do. And then he'll say, let me see some things, and I'll go into some of the other things that I've been really fascinated about, and some of the things I've been testing, and you guys can start testing too. Okay. So let me pull up the right screenshot for you guys so I don't reveal anybody's sensitive datas. Okay. Cool. I think this is fine. So let's see. Let me try to think who has an app that we might be able to do. Okay, so if you got an app, I'm trying to remember, Mike. I think Mike, it's Gridwise. Adrian has a meditation app, so maybe I'll pick on that, Adrian, for now. But let me pull this up, and I'll show you what I've been thinking about recently, and I'll tell you why too. Okay, so let me pull my phone and let me get the screen up. So one of the things I've been thinking about is, how do you drive? Whoops, this is my dad joke for the day. How do you drive downloads through mobile Google search? Now, we had a couple of different people, and one client in particular that we just looked at, where he was getting a lot of good downloads, like thousands per week through Google. And actually, Rudy, when we did a YouTube live stream earlier, this was like 2020, I want to say, but here, let me look this up real quick. I'll show you guys. I always like having a visual, so it's not just thoughts. It's like it makes it kind of feel more real to you. But here, this is and I don't mind sharing this because Rudy and I share this publicly on a YouTube live stream. And but back in the day, we fixed this. Like really go through that live stream if you guys haven't checked it out. But I would say we were able to like Rudy and I work together and we fixed his product. So he went from $1 a day to changing the product around. He went all the way up to $17 a day. And part of the things we did was really just like rather than getting more downloads, because everybody thinks he was getting more, you need more downloads to grow. We just fixed the product. So he had all these were free. It was only an ad that you get to remove. And so I was like, why don't you lock up some of these? And he didn't even lock up much, right? Kind of locked up just a few. And then show some ads. Like some of these are locked too, some premium features. So we kind of made it just a little bit more difficult. And then instead of going from remove ads, we went to all the way to 3 in-app purchases. And we're able to drive just from these 3 changes alone from $1 a day to $17 a day with just 50 downloads. And then we ran this app advice campaign, right? And something happened with the app advice campaign. So we drove over, I would say like close to 10,000 downloads with this app advice campaign. And then here's the sales. So thank you, Rudy. But then the thing that was interesting was he was getting a lot more downloads. So his downloads went from 60 a day to 50 a day to now 230 a day. And it was a good amount of time. And here are the sales, here are the downloads, right? Like after the app advice campaign, we're getting a lot of downloads right here. So it was maintaining. And a lot of it was through Google, right? And he's not running Google ads because sometimes Google, if you're running Google ads, Google app install campaigns, you will that's the web refer, right? And so I think it was interesting that he was getting way more downloads through Google, like like look at this. It's like a pretty good amount. August 1st to 18th. It's like, oh wow, why were we driving so many downloads to Google? And so I thought like maybe this would be an interesting, like this other client I was just talking to, he was driving good downloads through Google too. And I was like, and I know they're doing a lot from an SEO perspective. So I started thinking about mobile SEO versus just App Store SEO too, right? So let's get into some of the things I'm kind of thinking about and some of the things I'll be testing. So the let me just put meditation app, right? Because I think it's the easiest to go after. So when I search for this, these are like AdWords ads right here up top. And then this, when you see an app store, so this is a Google Play app. Oh, I'm sorry, let me rephrase. These ads right here are Google app install campaigns. Okay. So right here, install this. You'll typically need Firebase or some like Apps Flyer adjust some attribution to connect it, but you can run these. And we are running some Google app install campaigns for some of our clients too. That's one of the things we do. But here you can see that these are the app installs because they're going to take you directly to the app. Whereas these are like AdWords, they're going to take me to a website. So we can here, let's click on Headspace. Thanks, Headspace. Right. So we're taking that. They take us to their website where they're trying to convert us, right? Longer pages, as you guys can see. Oh, latest articles. So I like it. And it's very mobile specific. I love all of this. And it's a 14-day free trial for the annual. And then 7-day for the thing. Let's try it. Let's see what happens, right? I think this, yeah. So they're going to get me to check out on the web. And this is sort of bypassing Apple as well. Okay. So pretty interesting way of doing it. This, on the other hand, so I love this example because this is still Headspace. This will take me to the App Store, directly to the App Store. So I'm going to click on the ad and I clicked on the headline, not the little install button, but it takes me straight into the App Store, right? Because Google's smart enough to know I'm on an iPhone. It's going to take me to that. And then let's see what happens. I don't actually know what happens if I hit install. So I'm going to hit install. Oh, same place. Okay. So what the main thing that I'm looking at, so those are obvious. Those are all ads, right? Like, hey, AdWords campaign at the very top, I can take them to the website. App campaign at the bottom, I take them directly to the App Store. And then you have different messaging, headlines, and all that stuff. Okay. But this is what's interesting for me, these apps section. Because I do think Rudy is getting people must be searching for geometry solver app, and then he's ranking high. I'm curious to see what happens. So I will do that. But here is what I'm trying to figure out how to do this. Because what I've noticed with certain clients is sometimes it might be easier to rank higher on mobile Google search, web search versus App Store search. So here, remember this. I'll take a screenshot. Headspace, Calm, Insight, right? Top 3 get the most anyways. So that's all we got to remember. Let's see if this changes when I search for meditation in here. Now we have Headspace, Insight Timer. Top 3 are pretty much the same, just in different orders. But what I have seen with other clients is one of our clients, that main keyword that we're trying to rank for, we're actually like 12 in the App Store right here. But we're number 8 when you do web search. In the App Store, you're not searching for meditation app per se, right? Because that's not going to have that much volume. But on the web, you are going to be searching for meditation app. And so, how do you, the things that we're seeing are obviously like, right? And that's why it's going to rank for this term. So let's see, mindfulness.com. Let's see how well they rank for meditation. Yeah, see, they're not anywhere in the App Store. So I'm curious to see. Yeah, this is a perfect example. I don't see mindfulness.com. Right? So for them, mindfulness.com. There they are. Right? So these guys are doing a good job because they're now ranking well for this. And now if we really analyze mindfulness.com, we think about, okay, what do they have here? And what does Google like from a web SEO perspective? One, you want the primary keyword in your title. 2, you want it in your subtitle. So maybe this is worth repeating, right? If you're trying to drive mobile search, mobile web search, it's probably the right way of putting it, mobile is having it there. And then you definitely want to start your first paragraph with some type of meditation stuff, right? So these are the things that I'm thinking about too, because if I can't, right, meditation is going to be super hard for mindfulness.com to rank for, but maybe not in the actual mobile web search. I just want to see when they first launched. Yeah, they just launched 9 months ago, right? So they're having a hard time ranking for meditation, but they're ranking number 4 for meditation app on SEO. And I have to think it is just Google is looking at their metadata and then, obviously ranking them. So Google has its own algorithm, Apple has its own algorithm, and I'm curious to see, what happens if we get into the top 3, if mindfulness gets into the top 3. So those are things that we're really thinking about, and I hope to have some strategies that will work to share with you guys. But if you guys find out earlier than me, let me know, and then we'll do that. So cool. All right, let me. Samuel, hey man, I'm late because I broke my foot, but I'm here. Awesome. Thanks, Samuel. Dude, what happened, man? That's crazy. All right, let's see if there's some questions. So you guys were okay. Hasta la vista. Hasta la vista. Come on, Steve. Hasta la vista. I love it. All right. I want to ask something, but it's not related to the current topic. It doesn't matter. I'm here just for you. So ask me anything. I don't care. It doesn't even have to be app related. All right. All right. I want to ask something, but it's not related to the current topic. But should I ask for friends to on my apps early on? If it's friends that you trust, and if it's just going to be a handful, it's fine. Actually, friends are probably the safer route than buying reviews. So I'm okay with you doing that. Just know that Google is pretty strict and Apple is more lenient. So Google will reject your app if they find anything fishy. Apple will just slap you on the wrist and be like, don't do that. All right, hasta la vista. Whereas Google will be like, hasta la vista. And take you down. All right, bad dad jokes. No, Are you seeing cheaper CPIs on paid ads during this economic downturn? Not really across the board. Not really. I mean, I think CPIs really come down to the geos you're targeting. So, one of our clients is doing like 5 cents cost per installs in like Asian countries. And so like I think it really depends on that, but I haven't seen a huge difference in CPIs. Now, granted, I'm not running millions of dollars. It's usually like thousands of dollars that we're running across. So probably like 10 accumulatively across all our clients, probably closer to like tens of thousands of dollars. I don't think we're hitting hundreds of thousands of dollars yet. Kev, how's it going, man? What is this? A shortcut, Kev? Good afternoon from Lakeland, Florida, because that's what you always say. But that's cool. I'm just messing with you, man. All right. ProClick says, isn't repeating a title and subtitle a waste of characters in terms of ASO? Yes, I do think that. But we're looking at this. When we're looking at this, why is mindfulness.com number 4 for meditation app? But they're like, we can't even find them when we search for meditation on the app stores. And let's look at mindful.com right here. Why are they ranking so high too? So let's see if there's a subtitle. So they have meditation too. Well, they have mindfulness, but they have meditation. So Google must be thinking, hey, mindfulness, meditation, very closely related. And it's sort of like repeating in a way. Let's put those together. And if we think about why, I don't think mindful ranking that high either, but let's see. But if we think about why these two are outranking balance, for example, let's go back to where our meditation search. Okay. Insight timer. So we got calm, we got mind garden. That's cool. I have this app. I don't know why I have this app. Okay, that's interesting. You have this. So now you see balance, right? So in the app stores, you see balance, you see these ones, and you don't see mindfulness. You see breathe. Breathe like these are big apps in the space. 10% finally. Aura, yeah, they've been around for a long time. Oak. So here again, Oak. They have meditation, meditate, and they're ranking better for meditation on mobile web search than they are the app store. So if it's a competitive keyword like this, maybe it is worth going after mobile web search versus app store ASO search, right? That's just what I'm thinking about right now. If it's in this really competitive space, I might try to lean in on this mobile web search versus the ASO search, right? So SEO versus ASO. Hasta la vista, Luke. Good afternoon from the UK. What's happening, mate? I'm looking forward to Peaky Blinders coming out, by the way, Luke. So my buddy Rich, who's out in the UK, he told me you guys already have it, but on Netflix it's coming out a little bit later. All right, let's see some other questions that we can get into. Cassis Gaming says, I got an email that my app is going to be featured. Is that right? Used to be named Barrel Rider, but right now it is Extreme Run. So Cassis Gaming, we're looking at your app right now today too. That's amazing, man. Is it just on Google Play? Because if it is, then that's awesome. For Apple, it's, man, just getting that email, you'll have to wait a long time before you can actually like get the actual feature comes through. So with Apple, it does suck on that end. But yeah, congratulations, dude. That's awesome. I'm trying to do 2 things at once, so bear with me. I want to give a shout out to a friend of mine who is out. We're going to try to grab dinner, but yeah. Let me airdrop this to myself. There you go. All right. Congratulations, though, man. That's cool. All right. Should I seek to deploy a free app and turn on IAP later when I gather a decent user base? I don't think so, but that's just my opinion. I don't have stats to prove this. I think I would launch with a paid option right off the bat because it allows you to run the numbers and really figure out if this is an app that's going to be paid for. Now, I talked to Chad Moretta back in the days, and he was like, that was his strategy, to launch it free, get a lot of reviews. Obviously, he's got a little bit of money to spend, right? Hasta la vista. So if you got a little bit of money to spend, go ahead and do that because you'll probably get a lot of good 5-star reviews. Try to garner all those 5-star reviews first, and then turn on the IAPs. So that was his method. I prefer to really just launch with paid plans because I want to really test what those conversion numbers are going to be, if I can try to drive downloads profitably and all that jazz. So that's what I would do. All right, that's just my opinion. All right, shout out. So guys, look at this. I want to show this. This is what the family is all about. All right, honestly. So these are the Apple Awards. WWDC is coming up. There's a WWDC hack that I put out last year about how to get featured by Apple. Check out that video. Just search for WWDC hack, and I think it will come up. But I want to give a shout out. So I actually worked with Noted back in the days, and they've been like featured a ton. So shout out to them for always doing well. But I don't know if you guys are familiar with this. Vitaly, congratulations. Let's send him all our good vibes because he's a finalist and hopefully he wins. But I believe we did a YouTube live stream where we really broke down his app and what we were able to do together. But Vitaly's in town and hopefully we'll grab dinner tomorrow. But yeah, congratulations, Vitaly. I think I got his approval. So, but let's send him his good vibes and let's win this, baby. Let's do it. All right, let's go. So people in the community, let's get the family really pushing this. All right, Cassius Gaming says, yeah, it's only been featured in the apps or Google Play. ProClick says, do a lot of people search for apps outside the App Store? Would you say it would be profitable to bid on big keywords such as meditation have positive outcomes? Yes. You know, it's, again, I don't have data, right? So I'm going to go off of opinions. And sometimes I don't like to always go off of my opinions, but I will show you something why my opinion is yes. Okay. So with meditation, it might be hard, right? So let's say, for example, I put meditation. Now I have a Google Chrome thing called Surfer. I believe it's called Surfer, but here, Surfer SEO. Okay. I have this and I use the free one. I found them on Product Hunt, but I really like them. So I have this and this gives me this. So when people search for meditation 246, I have no idea what they're really searching for, but obviously Calm, Headspace, they're really going for it, right? So maybe they're trying to meditate online. I don't know. I have no idea. But you can see these are AdWords campaigns that Calm and Headspace are running. So again, they're huge companies, but they are running them. Now you can see the difference. Now I'm going to put meditation app in here, and these guys are still running it, and the search changes, right? Because I'm not on my mobile device, the search results are changing. I don't see the little app stuff anymore. But you can also see that 22,000 people search for it every month. So it is a great term to try to rank for because there's so many people that are searching for it actually, right? And it might be, as an app, it might be a better term to actually go after, given that there's volume, than just meditation by its own, because it's too generic. You don't know how well it's going to convert, but you know, like when people are searching for these type of words, like the Calm app or Calm app, that will convert well. And to that end, I don't know if I've shared this already, but when we've noticed in ASA, and I have to assume when we notice this would operate the same way with AdWords, because ASA and AdWords are pretty much the same thing. They're just search intent, right? When in ASA, when we bid on our competitors, those actually convert really well for us. Usually, like, some competitors better than others, but they're actually, in a general sense, they convert really well. And so if I'm doing an AdWords campaign, then I would be bidding on an ASA campaign. I would be bidding on Calm app on AdWords. I would be bidding Calm app on ASO or Calm on ASA, right? On ASA, I should say. Those do convert well. Now they might be pretty expensive, but they do convert well. On ASO though, if you rank number 2 for Calm, you actually don't get that much downloads, because we had one client that was ranking number 2 for one of their big competitors, and it's pretty decent sized competitors. And usually all the traffic, so let's search for Calm right now. All the traffic will go to these first 2. Boom, boom, you're done, right? Nobody's scrolling down here. And so Headspace is not getting that many downloads just because they rank number 2 for Calm, because Calm's dominating already, right? But some people don't know that this first listing is actually an ad. So they'll download it. If this was Headspace will actually get downloads through there. It might convert really well. So I think it's worth doing it if I think it's worth it, especially if you put in if you look at those keyword volumes on the web, meditation app, let's look at Calm app. Look at this. This is easy. Calm app is doing 60,000, whereas meditation app. So you can see the value of building a brand. And back to our earlier point, Google, what the heck is wrong with you that you would then now change everything? Now Calm is losing all their branded search downloads. So fortunately, Google screwed you that way, Calm, but more searches there for Calm. And you can see, if you noticed it, the average cost per click went down for Calm app, 178 versus Patient app, which was like $3, I think. 344. Yeah, there you go. See? And I like this plugin because I can see all the keywords here. Because that's what got me thinking about it. I was like, wow, actually, what happens here? These are different. These are ranking differently. Let me try to see what we can do on the mobile web search, especially for competitive keywords that we tried, right? Like, we'll do everything. And so we are running it with a bigger client of ours, running a test to see if I can get that to rank higher for one of their terms on mobile web search versus App Store search. All right. And I'll let you guys know. My competitors usually have some bad reviews regarding IAP, so I'm trying to get away with it, at least in the beginning. Asla Visa, I think it's because it's Google Play, probably. I'm going to have a hunch. You're probably on Google Play, and that's probably what is going on. Then I might be more careful about it. I thought you were launching on iOS. I'm more like, my brain defaults to Apple, so I apologize. But yeah, if it's on Google Play, then maybe definitely try to launch maybe free, because they're not going to pay anyways. So like, might as well like not risk getting those negative reviews, because they're never going to pay anyways. So might as well just launch it free with some ads. And they're used to it, right? We have this YouTube series with Abroda where certain geos and certain devices are used to being like, I'm going to get a bunch of ads, and they're okay with it. And so they wouldn't give you that like 1-star review just because you have a lot of ads. They will give it if you try to charge them to remove these ads, funny enough, right? So if it's Google Play, launch, have some ads in there, because then you want some revenue coming in. It's a business still. All right, great questions. I'm liking just a single interaction. All right, let's do some, oh shiz, it's 9:42 already. I did start late, but let's do some app audits now. I'm still gonna do dad jokes, okay? So if you guys want to compete with me, all right, put a dad joke in there. Noah, put a dad joke in there. I'm gonna call you out. No, I want to compete with you. Put a dad joke in there. We'll compete, okay? Go find one, and then we'll compete. All right. So, but I'll do a plug real quick, and you better have a dad joke ready to go as well. And then Adrian, you're next too. So I'm battling Adrian and Noah. All right. If you want me to take a look at your app, go check out appmasters.com/audit, appmasters.com/audit. I'm actually going to increase that premium app audit soon. Just haven't had time to do it, actually, frankly, but I don't want to do them anymore. Only because I'm just too busy. That's why. I love talking to people one-on-one, but I'm just too busy. And that's why the App Masters Academy is going to have more one-on-one time with me anyways. And so that's how we're changing it. Like, if you want to just do one-off, pay a little bit more. If you want to be with the Academy and do, it's going to be a subscription. If you want to pay on a subscription, then, I'm happy to give you my time. All right. We're just becoming too busy here. Cool. Let's get into it. No, you got a joke, man? Watch this. Let's get into the dad jokes. Yeah, that was good, right? Come on. You like that? Come on. I liked it. All right, Noah, here we go. Hopefully Noah's still here. No, you good? You still here? Okay, good. Sup, go. Ricardo, you do it. Okay. Oh, Lars, good. Anybody can go. All right. Lars says, for those who are listening, why is Peter Pan always flying? Because he never lands. Wait, where's my ding? All right. Sorry, Lars. There you go, Lars. All right. All right. I'm competing with Lars then. Where's my jokes? Okay. Okay, here we go. I try to find some shopping related ones, but okay. Lars, never do bedroom shopping while you're drunk. Why? It can lead to a one-night stand. There you go. And then Ricardo, you're up next, brother. All right, let's take a look at Fernando's app. Fernando, we finally got to you, brother. I apologize for waiting so long. Boop. Okay. Well, actually, let's make it a three-way thing. Let's do one more thing. Let's have some fun. All right, just us. All right. Ricardo says, why do fathers take an extra pair of socks when they go golfing? In case they get a hole in one. All right. Put in the comments who you thought won. Lars, Subgrow, Ricardo, or me. Just put Steve. Put the full name, right? Do a little bit more work, but put a full name. And let's do this. If you beat me, we'll do a free premium app audit. How about that? All right. So if you beat me in the jokes, Lars is winning. You can do it. We'll sit down for an hour and I'll give you my time. All right. Let's do that. You can't vote for yourself, Lars or Ricardo. So more votes. You got to have more than one vote. You got to have at least, how about 3? Okay, I'm giving up an hour of my time. You got to win. You got to have at least 3 votes and beat me. So you can't win with just 1-0 vote. All right. So if you guys want to help out your fellow family with Lars and some Ricardo, then you can do that. Ricardo, I am right? I'm trying to remember everybody's name. All right, cool. All right. Excuse me. All right, Fernando says app downloads and subscriptions. All right, well, Fernando, you came to the right place. Let's take a look at this. Now app downloads. You play the house for free. I'm trying to read what it is. Fernando, like I'm having a hard time understanding what this app is going to help my child do. So I know you say world of learning, but learning what? That's my first thing is I don't know why I'm searching for it. And you just put the world of learning here, warrior kids. I don't know if that's how you meant to spell it, but I don't know what that means either. So I'm curious to see what this learning app is all about too. So let me know about that. Let me see. I know you sent me the MX localization, so I'm going to assume you're in Mexico just because people tend to send me their default country code. Okay, cool. Thanks, Ricardo. Right now it's 1-1. I've got no votes, so that's fine. But Lars, Ricardo, you guys need to, curry some votes up because it's just 1-1. All right, Fernando. So that's what I would say first and foremost is I don't know what this app is going to teach me. So leave in the comments what it's supposed to do. But I think you're trying to target everybody. Hey, it's just learning. You got a kid. You want to teach him stuff. I'm going to teach him everything. What are you going to teach my kid? So tell me. I don't know right now, but I'll go into the app and I can't figure out what you're going to teach my kid until I check out the app. So let me check out the app first. Why don't you just do that? And then we can get into, oh man, Steve, what is wrong with you? See, I've been super busy. Let me get the app first and foremost. I usually do a much better job of this. So I will check out. Let's go get the app right now. Let's search for it. What is that spelling, Fernando? It's like warrior kid. It's been a busy few weeks for me. Guys, wake up. I love it. Mike, you can't vote for both, can you? You said Lars' joke, and then you voted for Ricardo's joke, who happened to be the hole-in-one joke. You can't do both, Mike. Come on. You got to pick a side. All right. So bear with me as I do that. And then if you guys have any questions, let me know. But I'm glad you guys had some jokes ready to go. That's amazing. I actually find it more fun to battle with you guys. I'm going to set up my Android too as this loads. Okay, cool. All right, Ricardo, let's get into this. All right. So what is this screen, Ricardo? You just have your logo, or Fernando. Sorry, Ricardo. Okay. Fernando, you only have that screen. I don't know what the point of that screen was. Let me see if I can Ooh. Whoops. My bad. Trying to see if I can hear some sounds off of this. So you don't want to show the price. You do want to show the pricing page during the onboarding process, but you do want to have an onboarding process, right? Because you have to think, especially for kids apps, like parents are probably going to be like, what is this? You want to remind them. So we have a case study already, Fernando, that we did this, but it's like which test one onboarding process where the A was just first page was the pricing page like this, and then B was the 3 screens before they show the pricing page. And B1, okay, spoiler alert, B1 by 234%. And then for a bigger app, it was like 30%. So definitely freaking change this, right? You want to have a couple of different screens in here before you do this. I don't like the 3-day plan, but it is worth testing. I know some things work okay with the 3-day plan, but yeah. Fernando said, should I change the app name because I'm using my brand's name? Yeah, but unless people know you, Fernando, and I would even say App Master is not like a strong brand either. Like, unless people know you, like, it's okay. You can go change your name to something else. And what I really want to know is, what is it that you're teaching my kids? I still don't know. Right now, this still doesn't tell me. It just says get premium. Nobody wants to get premium. Trust me. All right. Nobody wants to get premium. People want something else. So it's either unlock free things or get your kids 2x smarter, whatever it is. That's what you should be selling, not get premium in big text. Because you're just by saying get premium is like, hey, pay me, pay me, pay me. All right. So pricing's fine. What I would try to change is make it $19.99. It's pretty cheap. And then maybe even make the monthly like $4 so that the yearly seems so much cheaper. And then what I would also play around with is like a 3-day trial on the monthly and then a 7-day trial on the annual. All right. Screw it. Give all my good secrets away. Okay, let's see what this is all about. Can I get some volume here? Hello, hello. Okay, so far so good. Let's see if it comes out. I have no idea what I'm doing here either. I have no idea what to do or what you're teaching me. Oh. Okay. Don't mind that. You might need a parent gate, but I'm surprised that you're able to get away with it without a parent gate. Yeah, I don't know what these things mean. I get it when you get into this tent. Oh, I didn't even know it was locked. Fernando, I think you have a little ways to go, brother. Because this is very confusing. I guess these are locked. It's a little frustrating. Here's what kids do, man. If you're doing stuff like this, and I only say this because I gave my son one of the very first apps I was so proud to create. And I was like, hey, play with this. He was like playing with this like once or twice, and then he hit the home button. He's like, bye. I was like, what? Heartbroken. So I think right now what's happening is it's a little confusing, even if I'm a kid. And if I'm tapping here as a kid and I'm getting this page, this pricing page, you got a big problem here. So either, say, hey, I need a parent, this is only free, or visually show me that this is a paid feature. And it looks like this is the only thing, but I don't even know what I'm supposed to do here besides learn space. So I think honestly, I don't know what this app is trying to do. I don't know where to go. I'm in the app. I don't know where to go. I don't know what I'm getting into. It just feels like a maze right now. And it's the messaging is off. Everything is off right now. So I think you have to go back to the drawing board, really test out what is the end goal. And then how do you show some words? It's okay to show some words. Maybe there's volume that I can't hear, but it's okay to show some words like learn the solar system and just have some words here. But it's a little bit confusing right now. Okay. Oh, now you have the adults, which is weird because usually I thought the pricing page you have to show the adult stuff first, but I'm not an expert in this phase. Okay. I thought you had to do a parental gate before a pricing page. All right. All right. Let's see who's winning right now. All right. I think it's 1-1 so far. Peaky Blinders was awesome for the first couple of seasons. Hasty, have you ever tried early bird pricing on IAPs? And if so, did it work well? I still like it. Okay, Luke. All right. So I just finished The Last Kingdom as well. That was pretty good. I'll always watch these shows. Anyways, have I ever tried early bird pricing on IAPs? I wouldn't recommend it personally because how do I even know it's early bird pricing? Like most people will know of you that first time they download, right, Luke? Unless you already built a brand and you're like me, right? Built a brand. Hey guys, early bird pricing. We're going to be relaunching App Masters Academy. If you want to get in, here's the pricing. Go sign up. It's going to increase. Once people already know you and you're doing that, fine, do it. Or you launched already and you launched it's free. Everything was free and you have email, then do early bird pricing. But what I would recommend if you don't have that is do promotional pricing, right? So like think about how e-commerce brands get you back in. It's like, hey, 2-day sale, right? Within Apple, you can do coupons on your subscriptions now. So do that. You can give them 50% off without having to talk to your developer. Be like, can I do a 50% off sale? I was going to do a video on that a little bit later. Just been super busy. But anyways, you can do that within App Store Connect now. And you can do a 50% off promo and send an email blast. So I would recommend you do that first and foremost. So hope that answers your question. Guys, wake up. Lars, I think it's still 1-1 because we had Samuel giving Lars. We had Mike. I'm going to count your first vote. So that's Ricardo. I'm not going to count this vote, Mike, because you gave it to Lars too. So that's 2-1, 2-2. 2-2. Okay, thank you, Ricardo. All right, we need one more vote. Noah, where's Noah? Who's here still? Matthew, you haven't voted. Go vote. All right. So Matthew was talking about something. Matthew, I don't know if I missed your stuff. Samuel Last Kingdom was amazing. I love it. Yeah. I only made $35 this month. Last month, most months I make 100. Oh, okay. This is ads only, by the way. Okay. Scroll up, Matthew, but the jokes are there. It's between Fernando or Ricardo Subgrow and Lars. So you're the tiebreaker. Okay. They're both relying on you to vote. All right. Let's get into the last app audit, who's going to be featured. So I'm expecting something amazing. Here we go. Did have the app. All right, for Matthew, okay, for one more time. Lars says, why is Peter Pan always flying? Because he never lands. He said, love your channel, buddy. Thanks. Love you back, Lars. Love your joke. And Ricardo says, why do fathers take an extra pair of socks when they go golfing? In case they get a hole in one. There you go. There you go, Matthew. All right, Lars wins. All right, Lars, you win. I don't even know if it's a great prize. You win an hour with me. All right. So you reach out to me and then we'll get that scheduled. It is a great prize, man. What are we talking about? 1 hour with me? Come on. Wow, I can't move this in here. Okay. Extreme Run. Jamil says discoverability and user retention. Okay, discoverability. Let's get into that. Sorry, Ricardo. So here's what I've been thinking about with these type of games and the most recent ASO changes. Discoverability, like I think what you'll have to do, Jamil, is run some ads. I just feel like with Google Play, ads and organic rankings are so closely tied together that you do need to run some ads. So pick a country that might be lower, lower in steep cost per install and just run some ads on there to drive that initial traffic because you do need that. And I didn't get a close look at your short description, but you do want to focus on your short description as much. Extreme Run, for these games, like if you think about Voodoo of the worlds and the catch apps, they're heavily relying on UA because nobody's really searching for color switch unless you build a brand. Crossy World, nobody was searching for that. Right? Maybe they might be searching for Frogger, So if there's a way, what I've been thinking about with this, if you don't have a budget to spend on UA, is really thinking through like, how do I show up more in like similar apps? Now, Google might have changed things, but let's pick something in here. Let's pick Voodoo, their games. Dune, for example. Right. So this actually does drive downloads. Now, Writer, right? So Writer should be in Stack, should be getting downloads through Dune. And what would be on Google is Google Play Explorer. So this is how I would try to hack it as much as possible. I haven't figured out the algorithm. It could be like the number of downloads. It could be metadata. I don't know exactly what triggers this as much yet. I'm still trying to solve that puzzle, but that's what I would do. And then the other thing that I would suggest from a discoverability is this YouTube video that you're using that's a trailer, have those keywords because here, let's look at your keywords real quick. Barrel running. Yeah, have the keywords of your competitors, right? Because my hypothesis is you might be able to hack the similar apps by having their competitors in the YouTube keyword field, right? YouTube has its own keyword thing, just like Apple does, and you can put a bunch of keywords in there. And so the small data size, but when we have done that for our clients, the Google Play Explore downloads have tended to go up in there because I do put keywords of our competitors in there and our main keywords. So you want to have extreme run, maybe you want to have mega run, or shoot, what's that one game where Tomb it was like what was that run game? That first Subway Surfer, there's one, but Tomb Run, something like that. You guys probably know what I'm talking about, but it's one of those run games that was there. So I would try to do that there too. Okay. Says how to get new realized back. How to get new. I don't know what you mean. Yeah, Temple Run. Thank you, Ricardo. Temple Run. That's it. So maybe put Temple Run in the actual description too, and then try to show up higher for some of these. Let's see if you show up for Demolition Derby. Yeah. See, it sucks. They show up for you, but you don't show up for them. But anyways, that's how I would try to hack it. That way, if you don't have money to spend on marketing. All right, let's get into the app itself. I haven't done Android apps in a while, so I wanted to make sure I got an Android app today. What's going on? This is probably why I try not to do too many Android apps. It's so hard to show my screen. Okay. Cool. Start now. It's not simulated. It's literally my phone. I'm just mirroring it on the web right now. So, all right, Jamil. Ricardo, Lars, you guys want another joke round? Let's see. You guys got another round in you. All right, start multiple. I like that it's locked. It's cool. Oh, comes even better. Shop free. Ooh, I love that. So I'm gonna start. Be careful, don't hit me. Okay. Okay. Hold, tap. It's okay. All right. I'm assuming that the left I roll back, the right I roll forward. Let's try it. Okay, good. So, oh, so I'll just tell you what I've been thinking. So let's do it. You guys got another round in you. All right, Lars, you up for the challenge? Round two. Then we'll see if Ricardo can beat you. Row four. Okay. It's kind of weird because you said, anyways, what I was thinking when I first read the instructions, Jamil, was that this side would be I don't know how to roll forward that much. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard. I don't know if you've tried it with other people, but right now I'm having a hard time going forward. Okay. Yeah, I'm having a hard time just rolling forward. So it's super hard to play. Because I'm trying to balance, but then I'm not really moving the direction that I want to go in. Like, I think it's a little too difficult right now as I'm playing this. Just my initial thoughts. You might want to make it a little bit easier. If I did it, you might just want to make it a little bit easier to play and then make it hard. Now, when you're showing this, I see that there is this like 2x reward. I'd make it bigger. I put it right here because you do want people to tap on it and people will tap on this. So I'll just tap on this for you. Wait, what? What is this? Oh, I thought this was something else. I thought it was a reward. Okay. Just zooming in. Let's see. Never mind. Forget what I said. Okay, choose a reward. Okay. Oh, okay. Uh, the visual is kind of weird. I I didn't even think that there was something here. I was like, where do I go next? I was a little bit confused because these were like of equal weight. Like maybe make this smaller or like up here, right? Tutorial and then put the stats and then put choose a reward bigger. Because right now, tutorial compete is the big one and choose a reward. If that's the call to action that you want, maybe even move it up and down, right? That's a simple way of fixing it. Or like change the balance of the visuals so that I know where to go because right now it wasn't there. And then now I see the 2x in here. I'll try to make it bigger to like double your earnings and just call it out, right? Like say double your coins. But I'll watch your video for you. I think that's what I would say. Look, we did a video way back in the day. I think it was a video, but it was a friend of mine. I just call everybody friend. So it was a friend of mine. We worked together and he they were big in games and essentially was talking about like level design, level like difficulty, all that stuff, level progression. That's the right word I'm looking for. And so you have to really dive deep into that and look at those numbers. For me, it was a little bit too difficult to play. And I would probably get too frustrated that, you know, like we're so ADD, like it just would leave right away. So that's what I would say to you is, can you, and that was just a tutorial. Can you make it a little bit easier for me to go? Okay, now I'm kind of understanding the game. But see, I keep rolling backwards. Try and play it. Okay, I'm doing much better here. Okay, not bad. That's pretty fun. So I'm not a games expert, but I love that. One thing that I did love is you started adding new elements. So let's see if there's new elements here. The like the what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, now I have to go backwards. Okay. Okay, I like this. I like that, you know, I don't die right away after I hit the thing. I think it's just I love these new elements that you're bringing in because I think it's a plus. I think it's just a little bit too difficult for me to play. Like you want it simple and challenging, but not too much where it gets a little frustrating. Right now, you're more on the frustrating end than you are on the challenging end. Okay. So hopefully that's good enough for you as well. All right. Looks like we got a joke from Ricardo. So Ricardo, Lars, you got no jokes? I got carded at a liquor store and my Blockbuster card accidentally fell out. The cashier said, "Never mind." That's a good one because if you have Blockbuster, then you probably wouldn't get it. Okay. All right, Jamil, I'm glad that was helpful for you. I'll leave one with you guys for one more because Lars doesn't seem like he's got any All right. What do you call security guards working outside Samsung shops? Guardians. All right, that is it. Thank you guys for joining. It's been super fun. I hope you enjoyed it. It was just me, a little switch up, just me. If you got any questions, reach out to me or just leave a comment below. And then if you want us to take a look at your app, once again, it is appmasters.com/audit. Once again, I don't have it. Appmasters.com/audit. Thank you, Lars. Thank you, Ricardo. Ricardo, we'll battle one more time. How about that? I think we were obviously trying to talk too. So reach out to me and let's figure some things out. Maybe we'll have you on a future live stream as a way to thank you for joining in. Lars, reach out to me and then we'll do that premium app audit. Next week, we're going to talk about all about paywalls. So we have somebody from Adapty, the founder and CEO of Adapty, and you guys have to check it out. We're actually using one of our apps too, and it's been phenomenal. But it will allow you to A/B test paywalls, optimize your paywalls, design your paywalls, easily change your paywalls. Actually, it's been really cool. And been like, yo, can we change this? And they're like, done. No push needed. So really cool. We're going to break down what's working from a paywall perspective. I say longer pricing pages, but I'm curious to see what he's got to say as well. So join us next Friday, 9 a.m. Pacific, like every Friday. And then I am going to be off 2 weeks in June, but we will have guests on for that. So it's going to be some great guests that I've already booked for you guys, and they're going to do it, but you won't see my face for, I think next week will probably be the last time you see my face for 2 weeks, but we're going to keep doing it. So I wanted to keep doing content for you guys. And so I asked a couple of my friends to do it without me and do it on their own. But these are popular guests. So that's why I asked them. All right, guys. Till next time, I'll see you next Friday. Bye. Have a good weekend. Matthew. I don't believe in horses. They call me naysayer. Naysayer. All right. Adrian, thank you. Thank you, Ricardo. Chris, check this out. Chris, you're late, bro. You got something good? 5, 4, 3. All right, I got to run. I got a busy day. All right, have a good weekend. I'll see you guys.